Negotiators for the United Autoworkers and Ford had reasonably productive discussions towards a new contract today. This as the historic strike stretched into its second day. The UAW represents hundreds of thousands of auto workers across the country, and about 13,000 have walked off the job so far. Chris Van Cleve reports.
Day 2 of the auto strike, targeting 3 Midwest production plants, drew picketers and lawmakers.
I always stand for the union way of life.
Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman and Michigan Senator Gary Peters joined United Auto Workers at this Ford plant in Wayne, Michigan, as union leaders and the Big Three went back to the negotiating table.
Clearly, the UAW means business. That's why these folks are out here striking today.
Vicki Murphy, a Ford production worker, was one of nearly 13,000 union members to walk off the job Friday.
There's no winning in a strike anyway. Everyone loses, so let's wrap it up. Let's give us what we deserve.
The UAW is seeking up to a 40% raise, job protections as automakers switch to less labor-intensive EVs, and an unwinding of concessions made during the Great Recession. After a new offer from Jeep parent Stellantis Saturday, General Motors, Ford, and Stellantis are all offering raises around 20%.
Can GM be successful if you met all their demands?
No. For the life of the contract, the initial demands were over $100 billion. We still have a ways to go.
Stellantis' fourth offer to the United Auto Workers would see a 21% pay hike. It's an effort to get the strike over and the more than 5,000 auto workers at this plant back on the job. Ford announced some temporary layoffs due to the strike, and GM says it'll likely have to idle a Kansas plant Monday. Moves UAW President Shawn Fain says are designed to make workers settle for less.
It boils down to one thing: it's corporate greed, and it's got to stop.
Fain says the strike could expand to additional plants as negotiations continue. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, Toledo, Ohio.